Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast for Waterfalls Part 2. The episode kicked off with Eli and Clare doing a fantastic scene. Little does Eli know what Clare had just experienced the night before. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, Eli gets the article framed for her, and he says, you'll never forget it. And it's just kind of like this creepy moment, that Clare, knows that he means well, obviously, but the article has, a dark meaning as well. I enjoyed Claire this episode. I think she kind of came back from her crazy in the last episode and started to become a little more, normal. The confrontation scene at the Informer was pretty good. There was definitely good emotion there, and I know this is not the end of this plotline. We're gonna see, a lot more coming from this, I'm assuming. It was weird how it was referenced a few times that Eli would kill him. Maybe Eli actually will kill him. I mean, that would certainly be very shocking. I think people would be floored if that happened. Who knows what will happen with that? I mean, I personally do not think they're going to go down, that route, but I would be shocked if they were done with the storyline. The Mayan Campbell stuff, it was so awkward. But at the same time, it was so cute, and I loved it. I don't know what it is about it, but something about them and that plot, I really enjoyed it. And now people are hanging out at the garden, as they call it, and, I guess it seems to be done, maybe. I'm wondering now if maybe some big event may take place there, maybe at the end of either the summer season or, the course of the entire season 12. I don't know. I mean, did they really just, build the whole thing just to, make a garden and, kind of change, go green and all that stuff? Or will it play a role in something in the future? Very well possibility. Also, the Mayan Campbell had a very funny scene. The French text message reading was, I thought, absolutely hilarious. A very, very cool thing. You always hear about teachers, they'll take your phones and they'll read your messages, but, you have to read your embarrassing text, and on top of that, you have to do it in French. So I thought that was definitely a cool thing to see. And, the whole Mayan Campbell thing, I'm excited they're together now, and, what will happen from then. We see in the preview for next week that, he's under a lot of pressure, and when you're under pressure, sometimes you just crack. KC plotline. I don't really know what to say about this. I don't have a whole lot, but the whole thing was to sort of bring back Casey's dad into the picture, which, we all know the home that Casey comes from and, everything that, he's been through. So I definitely want to see, what is going to happen now that his dad, is out of jail and back in town, and how this is going to change the way Casey acts and, what his reaction will ultimately be. They kind of just threw away the whole dating thing. I don't know, maybe his mom and dad are going to get back together. The whole Casey thing right now, just there's not a whole lot for me to really say about it, but I definitely want to see, what's going to happen next with his dad. So 3 weeks done. We have 2 weeks left, 8 episodes to go. I'm very excited. I think the final 8 episodes are just going to be just crazy. We had the intro and the middle parts, kind of some slower episodes, and now here we are. We got the final 8, and I think they're going to be just a crazy roller coaster ride of emotions, all kinds of, shocking and crazy things to come. Thanks so much for listening, and I will talk to you all next week.